January 2024, Belize. An entire week of peaceful, tranquil diving on one of the world's best reefs aboard the Belize Aggressor. Okay, nobody's all that aggressive. Maybe some aggressive marketing. 5 or 6 crew, 18 divers on a full boat. All very lovely on this trip. Some divers have gone out many times. One of them had been out 40 or more times on Aggressor dive boats and ran into some of the other divers on his previous trips. They'll pick you up from the airport, or they'll pick your suitcases and yourself up from your hotel, but I don't recommend spending any more time in Belize City than you absolutely have to. On board, there's 2-man bunk rooms. They'll assign you a room. The top bunk is slightly smaller than the bunks on an Ohio-class U.S. Navy submarine. Lots of food, breakfast, second breakfast, lunch, afternoon snack, dinner, and then if you go night diving, which you should, because there's 4 dives every day and a night dive most of the days. Go on your night dive and come out, and every night they fixed us a hot chocolate with rum, and that I highly recommend as well.
But look on the bright side, we're going to do the opposite side this time. Yeah. We're going to explore the south side for this dive. We're going to be going 20-25 that way, southwards, then zigzag and meet the boat. There's a swim through, little cave looking thing. I can point it out to whoever wants to go in or wants to go through. I'll point it out where it starts. Starts around 40-45. Exits around 24-23 on top of the reef. Then you can just head over and we can continue, or you guys plan your rooms right around there. I am not going on the cave, so you know, but I'll point it out where it is. Go? Any questions? No, let's go diving.
Don't be watching for any Great Blue Hole video here, because we didn't go. And that's the only reason I wanted to go on this liveaboard. The weather sucked the whole time. Not the whole time. There was a couple afternoons when it was fairly sunny and we could hang out on deck, but mostly it was really windy, rained a lot, and the hot chocolate with rum in it was very much appreciated at 8, 9 o'clock when we came out of the water. But yeah, no Great Blue Hole, sorry. Does it get crowded down there with 18 divers and 1 dive master? Sure. But you don't have to cluster up in a great big group. You can go off with your dive buddy and explore on your own. Nobody is really holding your hand. The dive master will make it back to the boat, and you know, I guess I'll count everyone. I was only completely by myself once for 10 minutes, but that was because I was chasing a good video opportunity, so my fault. Great Blue Hole or no Great Blue Hole, you're still diving in Belize on the 2nd largest barrier reef in the world, Mesoamerican Barrier Reef. Every dive plan you'll hear them tell you to look out for spotted eagle rays and reef sharks. And so, you know, we looked out for spotted eagle rays and reef sharks. Why not? And then back up on top of the reef, usually about 25 to 35 feet. More color, smaller things that you can take videos of. And you can use up the rest of your air hanging out near the boat, and then do a lovely safety stop, which is more interesting on this boat than any other dive boat I've ever been on. The boat swings so far, hundreds of yards, so you got to pick a point over the reef and sit there and hover, and or cling to the boat and swing back and forth. But I'd rather just hover and wait for it to come back. It'll come back in 2 minutes, but it goes so far out of sight and then comes back to you. So you just hang out and wait and look at all the pretty fish. And then back up on the boat, you leave your gear in your designated spot, you take your regulator off, and then you're going to connect it up to the air that's right there. They've got an air connection at every tank, and they'll stick your hose on it and fill you back up so that you're ready for the next dive in 2 hours. Meanwhile, you go in the galley and look up all the critters. You don't know what the hell they are in the massive books that they have. There's a choice to make at dinner time. Do you have wine or do you go night diving? You should go night diving. I had a terrible choice to make at that moment. When you see a green moray eel swimming around out in the open and a stingray with no tail, where do you point your camera? I went for the stingray with no tail. Because when am I going to see a stingray with no tail ever again? Then I went back for the green moray eel. And then, right away quick, there was the trumpet fish. So it all worked out, I guess. When I first spotted this guy, it was towards the end of my last dive. I was kind of by myself. I spotted him under that little rock, and he was being attacked by a night sergeant, which is a damselfish close to the regular sergeant major. He popped out of there. I waved and waved and waved, and finally got people's attention, and they came over because everybody wants to see an octopus out in the open because it's pretty rare. Thank you for watching that all the way to the end. Both of you. I could have made it longer, there was no video, but CapCut doesn't do long videos, and attention spans being what they are these days, you would have gotten bored. I would do that trip again someday to head out to the Great Blue Hole and get my Ironman designation, which is, it's not a PADI specialty course, it's a Belize Aggressor specialty course, apparently. So, I wanted to get to the Great Blue Hole, but as all good Cubs fans know, there's always next year.